Your next debate this evening, this one's going to be a great one. It's smartphones versus smart people. Who knows if they're mutually exclusive or not. On the side of smartphones, this guy, he's visiting us all the way from the San Francisco Bay Area. Good friend of all of ours here in the Denver comedy scene. It's his first time doing the show. Let's give a nice big warm welcome for Keith D'Souza, everybody. On the side of smartphones. And on the side of smart people, she's on the show a number of times. And one of my favorite young comedians in town. Let's hear it for Christie Buchele, y'all. Christie Buchele. And going first on the side of smartphones, Keith D'Souza.
Thanks. So it's, look, you guys, I'm not a smart person. All right, look at this poncho. Look how dumb it looks. Now look at it. There's a big hole in there because I thought it was a good idea to wear a poncho to a punk show. I'm a fucking idiot. All right. I did ecstasy at 5 in the morning last night. Like, you know how dumb it is to start doing hard drugs at 5 in the morning? It's so stupid. Because everyone's sleeping. Then you can't fall asleep. You're just staying there. And then the next day you feel like shit. I woke up this morning. I didn't know if I was hungover or genuinely sick. You know, like, I felt like shit. My throat was hurting. My head was pounding. I didn't know. And then, but what I did, I figured out that either way, I'm going to drink some orange juice, eat some multivitamins. And you know how I knew that? Because I WebMD'd that shit with my smartphone. My phone is my doctor. That's how fucking great it is. It's fucking, it's incredible, man. I needed to do basic things. I get lost. I got lost 3 times on the way from here to the bathroom and out of the bathroom. I got lost 3 times. I'm bad at directions, man. I need it. I use it all the time to get around. And people are like, oh, well, maybe if you weren't so dependent on smartphones, your sense of direction would be better. Really? How? I have a fucking map in there and a compass in there. But so if I didn't have my smartphone, I need to be walking around with an actual map and compass. How many times I'd get robbed just walking around? Look at this Indiana Jones-looking motherfucker. Boom! Fucking steal my shit. Get beat up every day, and then I have to buy a new compass. Yeah, you know how hard it is to find a good compass nowadays? It's fucking impossible. I need to Yelp that shit with my smartphone app. Phones are the best, man. I fucking... you know how it makes gambling so much easier, having a smartphone in your pocket, because you can just have a dumb discussion with your friend, and then you're like, you have I think Jay-Z is the richest rapper. No, 50 Cent is the richest rapper. You just pull out your smartphone, settle that shit instantly. 15 years ago, you need to do actual research. It would take weeks to figure out who the richest rapper was. You have to call Forbes and shit. It's impossible. You need like a 36 volume encyclopedia set. I got all that shit right here. It's fucking... So, I didn't have a lot prepared for this because I'm not a smart person. So, I think I have... I don't know how much time I just did, but... all right. Smartphones, you guys.
How are you guys? I've heard about where my opponent lives back in San Francisco, you guys. I'm not sure he even owns a bed, so the fact that he has a smartphone really makes me question his priorities. Okay? Let's be honest, probably most of us have smartphones, and I would assume most of you guys probably think you're pretty smart. But I'm here to argue that smartphones are just the beginning of the degeneration of our minds. We're just getting more stupid. I almost said stupider. Do you understand? We're just getting more stupid because of our smartphones. There's been a lot of smart people in the past. Albert Einstein, Stephen Hawking, Alexander Graham Bell, Steve Urkel, and to a lesser extent, Stefan Urkel. We're not going to see genius like that in the future, you guys. The next Steve Jobs is probably out there right now, but he'll never reach his full potential because he has a smartphone in his pocket right next to his dick, just streaming boobs and butts constantly. He'll never reach his full potential is a high score on Angry Birds that he'll achieve at his friend's funeral, where his friend died filming a Vine video planking on railroad tracks. That's where the future Steve Jobs will never have that again. Last week, in an attempt to immerse myself in this debate, I immersed my smartphone in a toilet, everybody. Not on purpose, just happened to work out that way. And so I made a log of the first 8 hours, because that's as long as I could go. My hand got tired. I don't know how to handwrite anymore. And I don't really know how to write without predictive text anymore, so it got kind of tough. All right? So here is my first 8 hours log of not having my smartphone. 5 minutes. No dick pics. I'm so alone. 10 minutes. If my mother is called, she undoubtedly assumes that I am dead. 30 minutes. I'm so hungry. I would try to find something to eat, but without Yelp, what's the point? 1 hour. Wish I could go over to my friend's house, but without being able to text, I'll just look like an overeager psychopath. 2 hours. Maybe I can make new friends. How did people know who their friends were before Facebook? 3 hours. Just approached by a pop-collar frat chad. I grabbed the first thing from my purse and spent the next 10 minutes texting on a pack of cigarettes in order to avoid conversation. I don't know how to do it anymore. 3 hours. No new friends. Decided to finally write my grandma a letter back. Turns out she died 3 years ago. I just thought she wasn't on Facebook the way that most old people shouldn't be. 4 hours, probably. I have no sense of time. I feel like it has been 11 hours or so. I asked the smart people how to read analog clocks. I'd forgotten how. It's only been 20 minutes, you guys. I don't know what's happening. 5 hours. The sun is going down, I think. Without seeing the sunset on Instagram, it's hard to know for sure. I don't know for sure. 8 hours. Ran into a few friends, tried to talk. It was weird. Without being able to follow their Twitter feed while they're sitting right next to me, it's hard to know if they were even having fun. Apparently, they were all tweeting hashtag butt puns without being able to participate. I feel like I don't even know these people anymore. P.S. Mr. Holland's anus. I couldn't tweet because I didn't have my phone. I just had to write it on a piece of paper and throw it at a bird.
Yeah, that was great. A lot of smartphones are making people dumb, right? Smart people are great. I think smart people are overrated. They're a bunch of condescending cunts. A whole bunch of them. They are. You know that IT guy at your work? That guy, he's a genius. But would you want to spend a weekend with him? No, because he's a fucking asshole, man. They don't. It's overrated. Like, you know what smart people do? Smart people go to college for 10 years and get like a PhD in shit like fucking Russian, 18th century Russian history, politics, and then that's what they do. They spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on obscure shit like that, so that in case there's a party and somebody's talking about, oh, who was the Tsar of Yugoslavia in 1947? They know that shit. That's what they went to school. That's what they dedicated 10 years of their lives for. I can just pull out my fucking phone and know who the Tsar 47 was in Yugoslavia. I don't even know if Yugoslavia has a Tsar. I don't even know if they were a country in 1947. But I can change all that instantly because all the information in the world is on the internet. And I have access to the internet with my fucking smartphone. It fits in my pocket. I might as well be a genius. Smart people are obsolete. They are. We don't need them. We don't fucking need them. You know what? So fuck it. Let's just get drunk and fuck and film it on our smartphones. It's the best. And if you can't find somebody to fuck, there's an app you can download to find horny singles within a 5-mile radius. When was the last time a scientist helped you get laid? Answer me that, Vine Street Pub. When was the last time a scientist got you laid? Yeah. You know that empty feeling you get when you think you lost your phone or your battery is done? You know that? You gotta stop what you're doing to go home and I need to charge my phone. Yeah, you'd feel like that all the time if it wasn't for these smartphones, man. Fuck the smart people. Smartphones helped me get laid. At least twice. I got laid completely just using my smartphone. Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna open with this, but Christie just left me with this nice little nugget, if you will, just an hour ago on Facebook. He wrote on the event for Arguments and Grievances, he wrote, "Hello, Denver friends. I'm on this show tonight with Denver comedy legends." It's me. And then he responded to himself saying, "Damn it, I meant to share that link on my wall. I'm dumb." Smartphones are hard, huh, Keith? They're pretty tough. All right, I have two little lists for you guys. These are things that smart people have always been able to do despite their smartphones. And I challenge you guys to ask yourself if you could do these things as well. So, 1, count. Leave the correct tip amount. Procure drugs. Say procure, right? I can't even, Jesus. Remember anything. Keep their baby from drowning instead of playing Candy Crush. Have you guys? Things smart people have always been able to do without their smartphones. Enjoy themselves at a party, not just try to gram it all night to make their ex jealous. Right? Just me? Okay. Try a new restaurant without some bitch Beth giving it a horrible review on Yelp because they left lemon in her water. Have you guys? It's fine. Make friends, right? Weird. Live off the grid. Guys, seriously. If you don't think Big Brother knows exactly where you are right now, you are living in an idiot dreamland. Get it together. Things smart people can do without their smartphones. Give a shit about world events because they actually understand them. Not because they Wikipedia'd Syria and need something to tweet about, right? Nope, that one was my favorite. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need you. Smart people do that. Jerk off without porn. Seriously, guys, we are so dependent on the constant stream of porn, we forgot to use our imaginations, right? There is a limit to the weird shit you can find online. There is not a limit to the number of butts I can eat up here. Things I can't do without a smartphone because it has made me a dependent idiot. Remember where I live and how to get there. Make plans of any kind. I can't do it. Have sex with my boyfriend. Don't ask. We do it a special way. Don't ask. Spy on my exes without being a stalker. Okay? Tell time. Seriously, guys, you analog clocks, big hand, small hand. What's it all about? Huh? Remember how to contact my family. Remember who my family is. Make eye contact. I can't do any of these things because of my smartphone. And because of my smartphone, last but not least, keep myself from eating my own hands if there isn't a screen to look at all times. Thanks.
If there's one thing that you people take from the show tonight, remember that smart people are obsolete. Let's just remember that. All right, guys, we got to pick a winner. If you're on the side of smartphones, let's hear it for Keith D'Souza, everybody. A round of applause for Keith D'Souza. All right, and if you're on the side of smart people, let's hear it for Christie Buchele, everybody. All right, Christie Buchele's your winner. Big round of applause for both Keith and Christie, you guys. Maybe Keith.